What we saying, everyone? Got chopped by miles away for trailing the workers. I'll just leave me fucking that off. Fuck it. What we saying, chat? You get the announcement sent in. Morning. Morning, Jason. Morning, Roger. Morning, Jesse. One only. Morning. Morning, Seb. What you saying, bro? Let me know what pairs we're looking at today, boys. Let me know what pairs we are looking at. It's just not needed, really, that massive notification sound. Oh, yo. Alright, let's have a look at GU. Nice. Alright, so GU might actually be... Oh. Right, GU's looking nice. Let me quickly send the announcement in, boys. Let me know what pairs. Come on. Morning. Morning, Paul. How you doing, bro? How you doing, matey? Right, announcement has been sent, so let's get into the markets. I think a lot of people just got done out. Jesus. Alright, cool. We've had that move that we wanted. Nice. Fair play. I mean, we came off that older block again, which was lovely. I was hoping that this bit will get mitigated, this fair value gap just above, but it's fine. Still got a direction. I mean, I don't think anyone was really long in this, was they, anyway, based on the higher time frame. Morning, everyone. What we saying, everyone? Everyone drop a like on the stream. Everyone drop a like on the stream. We're live on YouTube and TikTok right now. What you saying, Seth? Paul T, what you saying? Morning, John. Morning, brother. Morning, Henok. Morning, Trap. Wow, German 30 moving. Had a short mark to Aberdeen. Yeah, I haven't looked at German 30 this morning, to be fair. I'll have a look. I've just been mainly reading about Japan this morning, if anyone's seen about that. What you saying, Goulet? Tafara, what you saying? Do you trade gold? Yeah, bro. Well, I don't trade it personally, but we always look at it on the stream. We've got really good gold trades. Morning, Jay. DXY moving mad. Trust me, bro. Morning, Tom. Morning, Luke. Morning, Jed. How you doing, bro? Yeah, morning, everyone. Let me know what pairs we're looking at. Mate, my hair is just terrible this morning. But yeah, what we saying, chat? Fuck it, we'll allow it. We'll allow the trim. We see today a trade. Wait, what do you mean, Pyro? I'm not really too sure what you mean by that. Annoyingly, GU's moving so fast. I mean, this is the move we wanted, so pretty nice, but just quickly giving you an overview real quick on the DXY. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely lovely for what we're looking for. We're obviously looking for this external to be the first target here. Obviously, that CRT was completed last week. That smaller CRT was completed last week. As you can see, obviously, we're part of this monthly CRT. Bro, unoriginal. Alright, I'm off the FYP on TikTok again, so that's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to go on my phone to read the comments. Got 2 sells on JPY. What JPY pair, Paul? Lovely, though. EU, people saying. But yeah, so that's basically what we're looking at. Is buyers on EU GU. Who can explain why price suddenly just moved like that? It's just a trend we're moving in, bro. It's nothing crazy. Like, if it was a reversal, fair play. Like, if we moved like that way, fair enough. But we're on the DXY move to the upside, which is obviously, as we keep saying, as we've been saying for like the last 2 weeks, this is the range. We want to come into the internal and move up to the external. It's really simple. And you got to think a lot of people would have had buy limits like set at this level. Even loads of us in here did. I know a load of I did. I know a load of us bought around this point here. So there's still a lot to push price higher. It's not that mad. I mean, it is crazy for like this morning, for Monday morning. It is a lot, but at least it's in the right direction. We'd have to start questioning ourselves if it went like the wrong direction, but it's fine really. Obviously, we've got that massive gap as well. I don't know if someone in the chat knows specifically what that was caused by, if it was like a news event or something, but yeah, I'm not too sure. It's literally just happened. This is why you need a Bloomberg terminal though, bro. I'll tell you this type of stuff. But yeah, look at the JPY. If anyone hasn't seen the JPY, like, just crazy, mate. That candle is ridiculous. Let me put into perspective that candle, yeah. So far, right, the dollar has dropped since Trump come in charge. So so what, 240 days. Everyone knows the dollar's been pretty weak, right? And in 40 days, not 40 days, 240 days, so near enough a whole year, like 3/4 of a year, 2/3 of a year, price has fallen 10%. So the DXY has lost 10% of its value in 240 days. The yen basket has lost 3% of its value in just one day. So 30% of the loss, it happened in one day rather than 240 days. That should show you just how big this is. Sorry, 4% even, so even more. But yeah, JPY is the most bearish pair about. We actually got this right. This was the only, this was the one thing I was a bit unsure on, and yeah, luckily it went in our direction. Obviously, the CRT on GJ and UJ, that's not going to get completed. We did get a nice sell-off from that order block though. But yeah, we're actually at all-time highs on Euro JPY as well, which is pretty nuts. Which shows us the state of Japan right now. It's not looking good for the Japanese, but they'll firm it, I'm sure. They've firmed a lot worse, haven't they? Fucking hell, to be fair, they've actually firmed a lot worse. Mate, Japan's have actually had like a peak little bit of history, haven't they? But anyway, yeah, they got some like really right-wing government in. And yeah, I'll be real, I don't know masses about fucking Japanese politics, but I know that Shinzo, you know the one who got assassinated, Shinzebo Abe, I don't know if that's his first name, something like that, Abe. The new woman who's just been elected Prime Minister of Japan is basically similar to him, and Trump loves him, Abe. Apparently based his economics off of Abe, so she's probably going to be similar to Trump, which we know what happened to the dollar under Trump. So the JPY under her is probably just going to be mad. She was also the first female Prime Minister of Japan. Do you think it's crazy that America's like the only country that keeps on pushing like, oh, we're gonna have a female, we're gonna have a girl boss president, we're gonna have and it's probably like the only country that hasn't had one yet. Like England had one fucking decades ago. Japan's even got one. The Taliban will probably have one before America. I just posted a big breakdown in the Discord, Lou. Nice, Jesse. Alright, yeah, what we're looking at though, chat. Let me know what we're looking at. We've obviously had that big drop, but bear that in mind for the JPY. So let's just go over the sentiments, because Monday morning, sentiment's the most important thing. If you got the sentiment right, then you're not going to go too far wrong. So the sentiment is JPY sell, DXY buy. And that's what I'm going to be keeping towards for like the next, really until this monthly CRT is completed. Price is trading with it up to it beautifully. So yeah, anything EU, GU, I'm selling. And then anything GJ, EJ, stuff like that. Again, same. Well, no, I'm going to be buying. Sorry, let me just see the comments on TikTok, so I can't really see them. Oh my days, what is this stupid random news? What's GU doing? Morning Mags, morning Paul, morning Felix, what you saying? Morning Rania. I'm trying to read all these comments on TikTok chat, 2 secs. Morning Taylor. I kind of need my, it's kind of hard to see the chat. It doesn't let me pop it out though, annoyingly. It doesn't let me pop the window out and I can't really see it. Anyway, I'm reading the chat though. So yeah, that's the basic sentiment. And if you follow that, you'll be alright. There's going to be some days where that's not the case, but trust me, if you just follow that, you'll be sweet. GU, let's see if we can actually get an entry for GU. It's not going to be the entry that you want, but hopefully it could still. All right, let's. It's not when I say it's not going to be the entry you want. It's not going to retrace all the way up to here, and give you like a lovely RR sell down. It's just not gonna. So we need a bit of a shorter target. I would go for a nice target being this breaker block here. If anyone doesn't know why this would be important, the reason we'd aim for this breaker block is because, considering we were so bearish, this move up here was clearly a liquidity grab to take the Asia high, like quite obviously. Why else would we move up here if we're so bearish? Why else would we move up here? Because it's in the discount of the daily true open, and it pushed us up into our Asia high. So this is a really important point. But it only did that for manipulation purposes. It didn't do it because the price was bullish. We know that. I mean, look at this. So this is obviously like manipulation. So that's obviously a buy where they've bought. And those buy orders are still going to be open even after they place the sells. So what they like to do is rally price back up so they can close their original buy positions and then continue with those sells. That's really the most likely point we've got. So yeah, if you're looking to get tapped in, it's going to be a riskier one because, and as I said, I always have my stop loss like on top of here at the current London high if I'm going for the Asia liquidity grab. But you can't really do it here because it's just going to be too crazy. You've got enough to aim for though. I mean, 20 pips from there, that's more than enough. 20 pips is a decent thing. New Royale season soon, bro. More important than trading. Yeah, I will swing on Euro from 1.3, 3 days holding. Well, hoping you mean swing sells. But yeah, lovely, man. Lovely. You're on the right side at the moment. For sure. Let me quickly delete some of these old lines that we don't need. Get rid of all that. We need that. We'll keep that on. Just that's obviously the daily CRT, which has been completed now. And then that monthly CRT that we're aiming for. So again, even though that's a big drop, we've still got 300 pips to be aiming for throughout these next couple of weeks. And GU, we've got 300 pips again to be aiming for. Oh. There must be something on my desk I'm allergic to. It's probably the dust, actually. What time do you wake up every day? Just before 7, bro. Just before 7, like 6:45. You want to be like awake by 7. You haven't got to be like, I don't even get dressed for like the first half hour. I don't even get ready straight away. I'll sit at the charts for the first thing and I'll look at the charts. For me, trades don't really start coming through till about 8 o'clock. So I've got to be on by 7, looking at the charts. And then really, really ready, like, and have a clear bias by 8. And yeah, we have a pre-London in our mentorship, which is a 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. stream every day. So that's really just trying to help you get in that position. And obviously, I know I said 7, but we make it an hour earlier just because I know a lot of you, man, probably work some mad jobs. French PM resigned again. Again, bro. Wait. Bro, the French PM has resigned about 10 times. Are you sure he resigned? I don't think he resigned. Prime Minister Leclerc has resigned. Oh my God! Do you know how many people these lot have gone through? Can I just reject the offer though? God, Bloomberg, The Guardian. They've had like 4 different PMs. It's crazy. In like the last 2 days or like few weeks, it's mad. EU, obviously, you can see if we look at EG, we know that the euro is way weaker than the pound. Even if you look at before the news came, the euro was like way past the Asia low anyway. So that was a nice little confirmation. But when the news came, you can see it was basically the Asia low versus when the news came for GU was at the Asia high. So we knew something had to give. That was a nice little indication. But yeah, let's keep our eyes on this GU. Let me know any other pairs or setups you man are looking at in the chat, and we'll try and mark them out, try and improve on them, or just give you my thoughts on them. Look at GJ. Right, let me scroll up real quick. Sorry, check out Financial Juice. Right, I'll have a look, bro. Look at GU. Sweet. What you saying, Seth? Can you check EU, brother? Yeah, no worries. Lovely stuff. Yeah, by the way, TikTok, I've French Prime Minister randomly got stopped down. Yeah, by the way, chat, France have a Prime Minister and a President. So the Prime Minister's not the guy who runs the country. So, yeah, that's Macron, is the President. But the Prime Minister, they've had like 5 in the last... I'm sure they've had 4 in the last, like, 6 months. It should say, good morning. Okay, that's actually quite nice. You don't normally get that on the news. That's how little human contact I get. I'm getting happy. I'm getting endorphins from saying good morning from fucking The Guardian. This is what trading does to your brain, boys. It kills your brain, but God, does it not kill your bank. Good morning. France has been due to its 4th Prime Minister in just over 3 years. Oh, 3 years. I thought it was... The other one stepped down about 2 months ago. 74-year-old tractor driving centrist who claimed to be a great consensus builder has been ousted after just 9 months on the job for failing to do the thing he promised. Find agreement in the French Parliament. Oh, right. So they basically knew must have been the same thing I read. Why are you so happy, bro? Anyway, France is crazy, though. I don't really get France's politics. Anyway, right. Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone in the chat. If you're just joining us, good morning. Got 100 man on the TikTok, 25 man on... Sorry, 100 man on the YouTube, 25 on the TikTok. What are we saying on TikTok? 200k is phase 1 from -5% to +5%. Calling it a day. Lovely. Fucking hell, yeah, I'd call it a day. 10%. Lovely. You need menthol crystal. They're a game changer. Oh, menthol, you know. Menthol, you know. Oh, menthol, bruv. That makes me sick just thinking about it, bro. The menthol snout are the worst invention. The worst invention. Macron stepped down. Nah, bro. So Macron's the Prime Minister, the President. And they've also got a Prime Minister. I don't know why they need the... Bro, Financial Juice has updates to the second. Alright, cool. Everyone's telling me to use Financial Juice, so I'll have a look at that in just a sec. Let me just see what the chat's saying. EU to target weekly lows at least. Yeah, but the thing is with EU, there's going to be no entry. So if you're in, fair play. I'll be real, chat. That is a really premium entry that you've got in on. You could even aim for the monthly low. Like, and hold a swing trade. I'm not joking. You got to think, where did you get in? So we want this monthly candle to print bearish. And you probably got in, like, up here. Or, like, probably not that high. Maybe, like, here. You could, like, you're not going to get a better premium entry like this to hold a runner. So, yeah, if you did manage to get in... Oh. So if you did manage to get him, you could hold a serious runner. If you're still in, I would say either here, and then if not there, then yeah, just hold for the monthly low. So much room for profit in this. So much room. You can see though we're still remaining that bearishness. You can see the dollar still running up. If we go on the 5 minute, actually let's go on the 1 minute to see if it's slowing down. It's slowing down a bit, but GU coming up. Thoughts on gold? Let's go on gold. But not going to lie, we've been calling gold just like ridiculously well. Ridiculously well. Even that, look, I feel like every time I come back on gold to recheck it, we've called it to the T again. Again, it just comes from these two things, internal and external. What are we coming from? What are we going to? So in this example previously, we was coming from external liquidity down to internal liquidity, and then we was going to external again. So it's just about doing that same thing. So internal and external. So we don't even have to move these. We just got to move them out of the way for the time being. So let me quickly move this. Actually, let me quickly delete these just for a sec. But you haven't even got to delete the drawings. You can just move them. So here you got this new swing high. Right, that's our external. See, that was our external liquidity. Now this is our external liquidity on gold. Same way we've got this internal liquidity there by a fair value gap. We will have the same on here. Let's go on the time frame to try and find a fair value gap. Do we have a daily fair? We don't have a daily fair value gap, but we do have a daily order block. So that would probably be where I'd be trying to get in. It would be this order block right here. So not the best in terms of internal, external. You could go for a slightly more discounted fair value gap, like maybe an 8-hour fair value gap down there. But I don't really like using the 8-hour time frame unless I have to. So I'm going to keep it with a daily. And then here we got the external high, external low, and internal liquidity. So what are we coming from? We're coming from the imbalance. So we've not the imbalance. We're coming from the external. Coming from the external high. That's what we most recently broke. That's the thing we most recently completed. You can see that clearly. Broke the high. So after we go from external, we then mitigate internal. So that means what we're coming from. We're coming from this, and what are we going to? We're going to internal. So we can expect a sell-off to our internal, and then again, same buy. Same way we had up here. We wanted a sell-off to our internal, and then a buy to break the high. Exact same thing we're looking at today. And we've been doing this for, honestly, about 2-3 months now. You can see the amount of times we've done it. Look, exact same thing here. Internal to external. Internal to external. These are all on the daily, which is why it looks kind of misaligned. But yeah, internal to external. Internal, external, internal, external. So again, the exact same thing we're looking at. It's not rocket science. It's literally, we've done the same thing every time. When a market is this bullish, it's really not hard to call it. Let me read my TikTok. Quite new to this stuff. It's only been 3 weeks since this new Prime Minister came in. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it said 7 months, which that's what I said. I thought I saw like a few weeks ago he came in. Oh, so we're being made a laugh and a joke of, are we? Do we seem? Is that all we are to GU? A big laugh and a joke for it to play on us. Good morning, Lou. Horrible Monday sitting today after EU falls. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't say it's a horrible morning. I would say it's actually a good morning. The reason being is you sort of need these in the monthly, because what you don't want in the monthly is that uncertainty where you're sort of consolidate. I mean, I had a pretty clear bias in this market, but I know a lot of you would have maybe seen this as sort of like accumulation or sideways price action. You don't want that. When the new month starts, so obviously that CRT, the old CRT that we're all looking at, so this one here, that had been completed. And then, I mean, like in this, people thought this was sort of like accumulation or price moving sideways, or are we bullish, are we bearish? Now, after that, I think that's the market showing its hand, and now we can confirm that the whole rest of the month is going to be bearish down to this monthly low. So as much as it's annoying on the day, you need them days to just sort of, you'd be like, bomb, we're not going to mess about, bomb, we're bearish, and now you know. Are you being more cautious because of government shutdown? Nah, not really, bro. Not really. The government shutdown doesn't mean too much, I'll be real. It just sounds cool. Like, that's... The reason being is, I keep saying this, but it would have been priced in. Like, we can see money's been flowing to all these other assets like gold, the JPY. But as I said, a lot of these are already going to be priced in. The reason why you get these sharp impacts, so for example, this impact here, this would have been something no one saw coming. Like, same way when Russia invaded Ukraine, there was a mad impulse on gold. There was a mad impulse on gold. And no one saw that coming. That was different to the government shutdown, which people, you can foresee it happening. You've got to make a deal by this date. You've got to make a deal by this date. You've got to make a deal, got to make a deal, got to make a deal. And you can see that they're not making a deal. The institution's obviously going to be like, right, well, we're probably going to have a shutdown. We've already had one on Trump before, so it's not off the cards. It's actually probably quite likely. And they would have foreseen it coming, so they would have positioned themselves accordingly, which means when the actual shutdown occurs, there's not a massive reactionary, like, snowball effect. But yeah, if I missed any comments, chat, just put them in again. What do you think about GU short? Yeah, GU short looks nice, bro. Definitely looks nice. Just be looking for the DXY to continue. This price action's a little bit shaky. I'm gonna be real. GU's the only one that is actually still remaining nice in its price action, and we've just been done. We've actually just been mocked, officially mocked. Nah, how close was we? No, that's a joke. 0.3 pips. 0.3 pips, lads. That's what the market's doing to us. That's what the market's doing to us. Would have been an actual lovely trade as well. Look at that efficiency on that. Yeah, look at that. Don't know if you use ADR, but it's gone for both DXY and Euro and EG. Yeah, I don't really trade it, bro. I don't really trade ADR. What is ADR an indicator? Is it an indicator? Yeah, that EU drop was BS. The edge is crazily. Trust me, man. Trust me. Pure edging. I reckon we might still get that tap into that breaker block. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of annoying the way we ran so quickly. I mean, that would have been a lovely trade right there. Would have been. It's nice as well. 20 pips, 5 pips stop loss is pretty perfect. Wow, 365 as well. Could this dump be a manipulation? I don't think so, bro. If we look at everything in terms of the higher time frame, sorry, in terms of the higher time frame and in terms of the sentiment of the market and in terms of the way it actually happened, I don't think it's just manipulation. In terms of when I say what happened, the market's really clever though, low key, the way it landed it here, because the reason being is, what do you notice about that? One's at the Asia high, one's at the Asia low. So someone's buying and someone's selling, right? And then obviously it comes through. So that was the manipulation. The manipulations already came through, taking that Asia high and taking that Asia low, then rallying and dropping. So yeah, the manipulation's already come through, in my opinion. I am in a GBP short from Unicorn. Yeah, I don't know what the Unicorn is, but I always hear these like, that's not being funny, ICT. Can you not just give it a normal thing? Like what? Like turtle soup, Unicorn model. Like what? Really? It's average daily range. Oh yeah. ADR. Okay. Now ADR is average daily range. Like how much a certain pair moves in a given day. I've done like 3 years back testing on it. Works pretty well. Yeah, nice. What pair did you say you was looking at it on? SK. Don't know if anyone else trades it. Yen basket analysis. Yeah, so the yen basket is very, mate. Yen basket has moved crazy in these last few weeks. I mean, we thought it was bearish there, then it became the most bullish pair on the market, and then it became the most bearish pair on the market. So this rally here was, as we was talking about earlier, the government shutdown. If you look at this, so let's look at the date of this. It's critical thinking is what you need. You can't just look at it on a baseline level. Sometimes you've got to be a bit more critical about it. So let's have a look, right? So from 29th of September, Monday the 29th to the Thursday, from Monday to Thursday, what was it? So Monday what was that? Monday the 26th to the 2nd of October. So the 26th of September, we had a big rally. Now if we look at gold as well, where's the 26th of September? Gold, you can see in the same period, Wednesday to the Thursday, also had a very big boost in price. I know we have the whole time, but it wasn't during this accumulation. It was clearly a big distribution there, right? You can see. So the fact that these two had that massive pump at the same time tells us it was money flowing out of the DXY, so money flowing out of the dollar, as people would rather position themselves, as we were saying, people would rather position themselves in the yen basket and in gold, as they're both seen as hedges against the US dollar when the US dollar is uncertain. So a lot of people would have done that, obviously hedged it there. And now this is the difference. You can see gold continued up. Why did it continue up? Because the sentiment of gold is bullish. We're at all-time highs, and it's incredibly bullish, right? Everyone's buying gold right now. You don't need me to tell you that. You can just look for yourself. Difference being, if you look at JPY, those buyers that transfer of wealth to the yen basket promptly stopped, right? Very promptly stopped. Boom. Reason for that is the new Prime Minister of Japan. So the new Prime Minister of Japan was the reason for this. Got elected. It's pretty hard. He's like a hard right. She's like a hard right nationalist. She likes the Abenomics, which is basically Trumponomics, kind of. And yeah, the sentiment of Trumponomics was very bearish. So this bird is probably going to be the same. I mean, it's already in a bearish trend. We had a bit of a recovery, which was instantly eaten up. So yeah, this is extremely, extremely bearish. And I'll be looking to buy any pair against the JPY. Even look, this just goes to show. Look how weak the euro is, right? Look how weak the euro is this morning. We all know how weak the euro is, right? It's insanely weak. But if you look at it against the JPY, it's just made all-time highs. It's literally just made all-time highs. How weak the euro is, and it's just made all-time highs against the Japanese yen against the yen basket. Japanese yen, sorry. It's crazy. It's crazy how weak the yen is right now. And yeah, man, that's all-time highs hit. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see if GJ could actually have a sell-off now. It does low-key look nice. Thing is with this is we don't often have an Asia liquidity grab per se because we actually complete an objective. So like this is more likely to be the manipulation rather than the other way around. Where do you find the info about the Japan president? Just don't know. Just type it up, bro. Just type up. That's a prime minister, not president. Please be like a little... Or you can just ask ChatGPT. If you can't be bothered to read for all of these, you can literally just go... And yeah, one of her massive things is obviously hiking interest rates, which isn't obviously good for the currency. It curbs inflation, but it's not really good for the currency. But this is her. She looks bare nice, but apparently she's a piece of work. Oh. But yeah. Yen basket looks like it could be having a slight recovery. Ever so slightly. We could actually have nice buys here, but I just wouldn't really want to trust it. Just really wouldn't want to trust it based on how weak we are. And if I did get in, I'd want to be in and out like rapid. I wouldn't want to be sitting in a trade on this. Definitely not. Why is it purple, bruv? Allow that. Allow the purple. Yeah, that would have hit TP now. That's so annoying, man. That's proper annoying. 0.3 off. And that would have been 20 pips in a very, very short span of time. Been 20 pips in 14 minutes. That would have been lovely. Unlucky there again. As we said, chat, we knew the breaker block was going to be the thing that was going to be mitigated. It's just about using your brain. Right, in a jumper looking suave, son. Oh, mate, I've got to show you, man, something, innit? I've actually got to show you, man, something. Yeah, look at this jumper, yeah? Fits calm, yeah? Fits decent. Look what my mum's done to my other one. Just wait, innit? I'll put it on. Just wait. Just wait, bruv. So I like these quarter zips, so I normally buy like 2 or 3 of them in the same colour. Literally a joke. I don't know if you can tell, but there's literally basically a crop top. I've only got a t-shirt on underneath. You move this fucking chair. Like, bruv, look at this. Yeah, you need to cold wash it or hot wash it or something. My mum put it through the wrong wash twice. And now, like, if I was absolutely wedge, it'd look calm. You know what I mean? It just, yeah. So I've got two. One of them's a vest and one of them's an actual quarter zip. Okay, let me take this fucking vest one off. It's so hot as well, 'cause it's like skin tight. But there we go. Yeah, it's all fucked now. Bitcoin cool. Takashi winning the election dumped it low. They don't rate her at all. She's the sentiment around all of these are the same. Because the thing is, a lot of these people get elected on social issues. I imagine she was elected on social issues, same as Trump. Like, I know Trump had like the economics thing. He sort of had but it's all social things. So, like, even with her, she wants to curb inflation, and she doesn't really care what it takes to do that. It's more about, yeah, as I said, yeah, you man know what I mean anyway. But yeah, I don't really know anything about her. I've just known what I've read this morning, and she basically just sounds like a bit of a Trumpite. So it's kind of good, because I mean, we've seen how the last 12 months have played out with Trump. So I mean, all we got to do is the exact same. I did miss USD JPY long on 4-hour swing. Let's have a look. Yeah, that was nice, to be fair. I think we did go over this last week as well. Can tell by my mad little drawing. But yeah, that was the obviously monthly CRT, which was really nice. Okay, let me get rid of these fucking poor drawings. But yeah, this is the only reason why, because we saw the CRT and it was sort of too good to not. So that's why we weren't really sure. Because at the time, it didn't look likely, because the JPY was really strong at the time. But obviously, over the weekend, how much it can flip. Obviously, we got the sweep there, and then order block rallied nearly at the high. Morning, Ruben. What you saying, bro? AU shorts. Let me have a look at AUD USD. You, man, for some reason, love these pairs that I swear you lot shouldn't trade. To be fair, let's get rid of this. She's moving pretty nice. Imbalance bomb. Yeah, this does actually look nice. Bro, you're so annoying, mate. You're actually so annoying. He says a pair all the time. I'm like, bro, why trade that? And I look at it like, okay, fair enough. It looks unreal to trade. We've already had that manipulation on the daily as well. So not only have we got the Asian manipulation, but we've taken out the prior day high. We've got the CRT to trade into. Yeah, this one's looking nice. Going on the higher time frame, it's low-key in a bullish range, but we can see that the way CRT is forming at this internal liquidity is telling us that we don't want to continue up to that high. Let me I'll keep the range on just so we know where we stand. Looking for a potential entry. You'd want to, in my opinion, get on some of the imbalance of this leg here. I don't exactly know where. Maybe this one here. This one here is good. Reason being why this one's good is because not only is it a gap, we've also already been interacted with. And then it successfully pushed us to the upside, but it's then been disrespected as well. So we know this is actually impacting the way price is moving. Whereas like somewhere like maybe you could use this, for example, but you got no idea if this is a true gap. Like we could use this for entry, but we got no idea if this is a real gap because price never interacted with it, never moved off of it or anything. So we could just be imagining things. But yeah, that's where I would go for AUD USD. Artan, yeah, but it's a bit weird. It dumped it though because she was massively expected to win, so you would have thought it would have been priced in more. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was expected to win. But yeah, you would have thought that, Stu. To be fair, or maybe they thought maybe they thought the other parties was going to form a coalition. That keeps happening. The same happened in Germany. I think it happened in France as well. But there's a hung parliament. The majority is with the far right party. But there's a hung parliament, so they normally think that the middle and left can form a coalition. So maybe they thought they could do that in Japan. I don't know how Japanese politics works at all, really, but maybe they thought that would have been a possibility. When are we going to have the trial signal vote? Today, bro. I'm going to release all the results of the trial signals, and you, man, can have your vote. See who stays, see who goes. You took GU. No, we didn't take GU, bro. I didn't tap him. Looks good on you. Don't put any weight on. Bro, like, my mum, she was like, alright, you can still wear that, innit? It was literally like my snail trail was showing. Looked like something out of Little Britain, bruv. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, but still, what I mean is there's winning the election and there's winning a majority, innit? So just because someone wins the election, obviously, doesn't mean that you become prime minister. You need a majority. What did she get a majority? How did it work? Let's have a look. So what even was this? So it wasn't even an election. Japan is poised to get its first female prime minister. Its elected leader, a victory that distributes. Oh, right. So she's... So this is the ruling party, basically. Oh, so the LDP is already in charge. She just won the leadership race, right? Am I right? This is low-key. Japan is supposed to get its first female prime minister, was elected as leader of the governing... Yeah, right. So, okay. So there was already a governing party. Right, yeah. I see what you man is saying now. Yeah, I see what you man is saying. That's brazy. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The only thing I read about her this morning when I typed up her politics, it said she was like an Abeist, or whatever it's called, that Sinead Abe guy. But the only thing it said is she wants to hike interest rates. It was literally all it really said. Reason it dubbed though was purely our stance on fiscal policy. Getting interest rates lower and keeping them there will inevitably in the end down and bring stocks. Not gonna lie, everything I saw said she wanted a hike. She said she wanted to hike interest rates. So I don't know. But you're saying that she wants to reduce them. So she wants to reduce interest rates. Okay. I must have read it wrong then. Either way, fuck me, the market does not like her. Market does not like her. Either way though, chat, it doesn't really matter what... Well, it sort of does, but you know the direction. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to change. The sentiment's going to be the same. Right. She thinks the Japanese government should spend a lot more money to help the economy grow. No fear of debt. She says Japan doesn't need to worry about its huge government debt because the government borrows its yen, its own money, and the Bank of Japan can always buy those bonds. She wants the Bank of Japan to keep printing more money until inflation hits at least 2% or more. She thinks it shows the economy is healthy. Against tax hikes for now. She doesn't like raising taxes like the consumer. Can you say the one thing we actually care about, the interest rates? I want to see why she wants to reduce the interest rates. Obviously for the inflation target, but she doesn't... I'd like to the actual... Bro, that's like the main point. It doesn't even say it. Her ideas are kind of like modern monetary theory, which says the government with its own money can spend more freely as long as inflation doesn't get out of control. Okay, it didn't even tell us. So we're going to have to trust the comments here over ChatGPT. So let's see. She would increase government spending, increasing the debt. If she wanted to hike it, the yen would boom. Yeah, so basically, it's all interest rates, essentially. So she wants to reduce interest rates, essentially. Fair play. That is literally exactly like Trump, to be fair. So, can see the similarities. She don't care about the debt. If not within the next hour, what you saying, you man, looking at EU shorts, if not within the next hour, then defo New York. Not going to lie, EU's already had a mad short. I wouldn't want to short from here. You look at this price action, you want to really wait till price gets into a decent level. If she will... I can't even see Stu's message. Oh, yeah. But yeah, either way, regardless of what her policies are, the yen basket is going to be moving down. She looks crazy, though. She looks crazy, bruv. You look at JR 30, let's have a look. We couldn't short. Look at GJ, we could short GJ. Let's quickly have a look at GJ just because I've looked at it before. You could short GJ. It does look nice. We did say it did look nice, but where the yen basket, obviously, as we said, is so weak, you just wouldn't want to risk that happening. That's a sick open. Imagine you had a long with no stop loss. You know someone had that as well. But yeah, that is true. If she was elected as the party leader, normally you know who the party leader's going to be. And if they already knew that she was going to increase government spending, increase debt, cut interest rates, then surely it would already be priced in. That's what you would have thought. That's definitely what you would have thought. Like, God knows why not. Yeah, I'll be looking at this here. Maybe, to be fair, what are likely... It's probably quite a lot of US investors. Sorry. As we said... Oh my days. As we said, the initial rally was caused with money flowing out of the dollar and into the yen basket. So that might have just been an abrupt stop of that. If you think about it, from where before the boom, we haven't dropped majorly. Only 1%. It was just the fact the last week we had this big push due to money flowing into it. And then we had the big... That's why it's kind of crazy. We also re-tapped onto that imbalance, which is nice. Was it 50% as well? Near enough. Yeah, it was a nice movement, though. It was a really nice movement. But yeah, that's probably why it weren't priced in so much. Because it was not artificially inflated, but it was inflated. Let's have a look at JR 30. But yeah, JPY is interesting, man. Interesting pair. I really like JPY. I do think it's a good pair. Looking at the daily CRT, we do have... So we've got this high swept and we've got this low to trade into. Quickly double checking on the weekly. Yeah, nothing on the weekly really. Nothing on the monthly. We've already checked that. All the monthlies really... Although, to be fair, yeah, it's been completed. Monthly's been completed already. If you look at that. There's the sweep there. Similarly to what we saw on all the other pairs, really. Very similar to UJ, weirdly enough. Sorry, more EJ, really, wasn't it? But yeah, you can see that was completed there, so... Oh. So if we dot that out, you can see that monthly CRT is completed, which means that objective's done, and it's time for a new one. So it's gone to 4 hour. If you think you're getting away, I will prove you wrong. But yeah, so we've got a clear play to aim for. We just want to check the mitigation. It's all running smoothly. Yeah, so we can see Asia session completed an objective in itself. It rallied up. So Asia rallied up, you can see, into here. And then we had the sell-off. So it completed its own objective, which is why we didn't need to sweep the high to manipulate. Because we already, as you can see, internal liquidity was already filled, right? Filled the internal. Nice sell-off. So we're just, again, looking to continue that sell-off. Obviously, we want to get it in the premium of the daily true open as well. Don't want to get induced into getting into a shit price. So I would go here. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Yeah, that'll be what I'd be looking for. Hopefully, yeah, the DTO just above as well, which means the premium point is just there. Let's mark it on just in case we get rid of the indicator. So yeah, that actually looks really nice. I'll be real. JER 30 looks like, or JER 40 rather, looks like probably the nicest pair about. Same as JER 30. Basically the same. Are you looking at longs? Fair play. Yeah, I won't be looking at longs on it. I'll be looking at shorts. A lot of people might be induced into longs. They might be seeing this order block here. And also a sweep of all of these. Prior day low and Asia low. And then a big reaction to them buy. So there's going to be a lot of people on the other side of the market if you do short. It's gone daily. There's not a nice order block really. No, there's no order block there. Even on the 4 hour, there's not really. There sort of is like a little order block there. But not something that I would majorly be looking at. There's definitely going to be people going either way on this. So I think sells could be good because a lot of people are going to be induced to the wrong way. We'll see though. GU longs. No, I wouldn't be looking at GU longs. Wouldn't be looking at anything like that against the dollar. The dollar's just so bullish right now, man. I'd just literally just be looking for the dollar to continue. That's it. Dollar to continue bullish. EU bearish. GU bearish. GU obviously already had that rally up, which filled the opening gap. See that there? Opening gap was pretty much filled, and then we had that move down. So you just be wanting that to continue, man. That's literally it. Just want that to continue. There was a tiny little... Was there? No, there wasn't even a gap there. It's already been filled. But yeah, JER 30 looks like the best pair right now, I'll be real. JER 30 and JER 40. Out of pairs are actually going to move. Whether it's to the upside or to the downside, we will see. Let me know what you're getting in on. People saying long, so just quickly... Let's keep this order block in so we know. But let's look at where people would be entering longs. So we've got this inversion fair value gap right here. So potentially to retrace into that. So let's... Fuck's sake. Let's get it on the higher time frame. With that still there. Just realised why did I do it all again rather than just changing that? Such an idiot. So yeah, maybe you're waiting for this. So yeah, at least 0.5 we should expect to come into. Let's make it actually a bit of a different colour. It's too bright. So let's see. I would personally rather go with sells here. But both, I'll be real, both do look nice. So I'm not going to slate you if you are in buys. What about USD JPY? Jesus, TikTok. Is there any need for that? What do you reckon for UJ sells? People telling me UJ sells. Yeah, a lot of people are saying about UJ shorts or UJ in general. Again, I wouldn't be looking to short UJ. I'll be looking to long it. We know how weak the yen basket is. Basically, what we're planning on here, if this goes up, it means we want the JPY to remain weaker than the US dollar. So it should go up, right? Like, what is the chances that the US dollar turns out weaker than the yen basket? It'll have to do some pretty heavy lifting to do that. So yeah, again, your easiest thing here is long. This looks, this is mad, isn't it? Like, just a floating bit of price action. Obviously, we've got this huge gap. We completed that CRT as well just before we moved, which is nice. You can see order block there, CRT, moved pretty nice. And yeah, that big rally up. So I just wouldn't touch any JPY pairs. I'll be real. There's just no point. It's literally just no point. But yeah, let me know if you are getting in longs. This is my only one I've drawn it out. I'm not getting into this or anything, but this is probably what I would go with. But I know chat's telling me long. So chat, send your longs to chart check and I'll have a look. What is this? This is this is This is German 30. Sorry, German 30. Was looking at the yen basket before. Ended AUD JPY shorts. Let's have a look at AUD JPY. Why have I got this one somewhat selected? I'm not going to go on it. Again, like if I analyse this, I'm basically analysing all of them. Like the reason why it's moving the way it is directly, completely and utterly directly trailing what the yen basket's doing. The yen basket is so in control, it's unreal. None of the, when a pair is this heavily to one side, like the yen basket is, it's so bearish. It's going to control all of the other pairs, right? So in order for any of the pairs to have a sell-off, and any of the JPY pairs to have a sell-off, obviously other than pairs where the JPY is first, we need this to rally up. We need this to move up. So this is what you need. In order to long, in order to short EJ, GJ, AJ, any of these pairs, you're essentially longing this. You're not actually shorting your own pair that you think you are. You're not doing that. You're just longing this. You will need one thing and one thing only to happen. The AUD could literally go, I don't know. I don't even know. Australia could have their Prime Minister assassinated. And AUD still won't be the controlling pair. It will be JPY. So that's the most important thing. You've got to be really confident on this analysis. And there's nothing confirming this analysis at all other than the lower time frame order flow. Nothing on the higher time frame conferring longs. Just lower time frame order flow. You can see this order block was mitigated pretty nicely. And then we went to external. So again, we want this fair value gap to get mitigated and then go to external. So it's essentially all you're looking to do is this internal to external. That's your only analysis and that's what you're entering in on. So bear that in mind if you are getting in. Yeah. Mate, what? Someone said something about my... No, I'm still live on TikTok, bro. GU is retracing up for potential shorts. Yeah, nice. If we can come into this fair value gap, that'll be a nice area we're looking to target. Who's still here? Say yo if you're still here so I can see the heads we've got in here. We've got 110 man in here. We've got 40 man in the TikTok. 110 man on the YouTube. Let me know who's here. Yen basket looks like it's moving down, yeah. If you think you're getting away, can we look at a US 30 buy? What you saying, Marley? What you saying, Trap? Jesse? What you saying? T? What you saying, boys? Big up to everyone who's still here. Put yo in the chat so I can see who's here. So I can see who the real com is. The best com on the net. I want to see the best members. What you saying, Nito? What you saying, Jed? What you saying, MH2? Abdul, what you saying, brother? Nick, yo, have a look at USD CHF. It has a lovely inverse head and shoulders on a daily, waiting for 4-hour bullish candle close. I'm not going to lie, Nick, we trade completely different ways, but I'll have a look at it in just a sec, brother. Candle, what you saying? Oh, Candy Kane, what you saying, bruv? Candy Kane, are you a man or a woman? Okay, he's a woman. I was going to say, I couldn't really tell because your profile picture is so small. I couldn't tell if you was a man or woman. I was going to say, there's no way you're a dude named Candy Cane. But what are you saying, Candy? Yash, what you saying, Nick? What you saying, Daniel, FX, Cam, Diesel, T1H2? What you saying, boys? W's for all you, man. W's for you, man. Dr. Trade as well. What you saying? Currently shorting DAX 40. Yeah, that's actually doing pretty well. It's nearly 1 hour in profit. It probably is 1 hour in profit. I'm not going to lie, if you copied this off me, I'd have my stop loss at break even pretty quick just because I'm not in this trade myself, so I don't want you, man, to take a loss because of me. You know what I mean? So, I'm not in this trade. I haven't sent this into the signals either. Even though it was a good trade, probably should have sent it to live signals, but it is a Monday, so we're all good. We're also going to be inducing or inducting a lot of our new signal traders into the chat. So, yeah, but you shouldn't have said that, Lamau. Oh, what did I say? I can't remember what I said. I can't remember what I said, H2. I think I'm alright. It's because I'm not on the FYP. So TikTok surely no. I'm just going live to my followers. I'm just trying to connect to the followers. But yeah. Yeah, someone said AUD JPY shorts. Oh yeah, sure. We already looked at that. What else was I going to look at? GU as well. Oh yeah, US 30. That was it. And USD CHF. Right, let's have a look at US 30, then we'll have a look at USD CHF. Right, let's add that to our list of ever-growing pairs, because you, man, refuse to just trade the pairs I trade. Alright. Yeah, price action looks annoying. We've not had a good close. These closes are the worst, because it's a bullish candle, but we've closed not really bullishly. We haven't even got a CRT at the top. This is like the pair from hell, bruv. Probably would be bearish on it. I mean, to be fair though, like I would be bearish short term, but I mean, all you really want to do is buy on a pair like this. You can see how bullish we really, really are. Just mark out the order blocks. Mark out the order blocks and then just be looking to long from there. I wouldn't really bother pissing about with a lower time frame. But yeah, I mean, if you want to, you can. It does probably look like we're going to come down for now. But you don't want to be on the wrong side of the market. GU pushing back up. Yeah, G's moving nice now. And then we'll have a look at USD CHF. Yeah, USD CHF obviously recently moving exactly how we'd want it to. Taking an external low, internal, external low mitigated. Now we've got this order block, this fair value gap here, which we've tapped into multiple times. Price is low-key looking like it wants to sweep the high again, though, because we do have CRT of this low. So I feel like we're going to be sweeping the high, just to then come down again. So this type of movement, just sweep of the high to complete that CRT, you can see. Sweep of the high to then fill the imbalance as well, and then move down to our external again. That's probably what I'd most be looking for. So let's go down a bit on the time frames and have a look at what we're seeing. So yeah, we can see pretty decent mitigation. Everything's mitigating pretty well. We can see where the order flow's heading. This is really nice when you've got a clear order flow. So again, order block mitigated. Sorry, not order block. Fair value gap or order block mitigated. Fair value gap mitigated. So again, we want the same thing, fair value gap to be mitigated, and then price to rally up into the range high. Is there going to be enough room for a trade? I don't know. You're probably going to have to enter a bit lower and aim for a bit higher. You might even have to aim for that high there. I don't know. I do think there's definitely upside targets though, so potentially something like that could be alright. A little 2.5 to 1. That'll probably be what I'll be going for. What would you looking at anyway? US 30 had a lovely head and shoulders on the daily, waiting for 4-hour bullish candle close. Yeah, bullish. Yeah, fair play. So the same. Australian thing. Oh yeah. Do you man stay in London till 11? Yeah, man, I'll stay on live till about 11. What's the entry for GU? The entry for GU. Let's have a look at GU. We'll be looking to get in along that fair value gap. Let's get rid of this old buy entry, sell entry, sorry, just so we can see a bit more what's going on. Yeah, this would be where you'd be looking to get in. Let's have a look at EU if EU's at a decent point. EU's not really tradable, is it? What's this GR30 saying? Retesting the daily to open now. GR30 and GU is probably the two that we're actually looking to trade right now, chat. The gold and GU correlate. Not really. The only reason they correlate, right, is because GU's the second pair. So, for example, the dollar, sorry. So, GBP, USD, XAU, USD. So, if the dollar moves up, if the US dollar moves up, you can see they both have the US dollar at the end. So, if the dollar moves up, that means both of these pairs will move down. Same way, if the dollar moves down really heavily, both of these pairs will move up. However, the reason why they're not so much correlated is because, for example, EU and GU, so if we change this to EU and GU are just currencies, right? These are just currencies. Not only are they really closely aligned currencies economically, but they're just normal fiat currencies, major currencies, and we're comparing it to a normal fiat currency being the US dollar. So they're very, very closely correlated. They just move based on how currencies move. The difference between those two when you add gold in is unlike the pound and the dollar, unlike the pound and the euro, gold is not obviously gold is not a currency. Gold is its own resource. So gold has its own intrinsic value. People use gold for other things, right? People use it for watches and I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Gold's not just a currency. Gold isn't just a means of transacting. It actually has its own intrinsic value. Sort of like oil USD when we compare oil to the US dollar, right? Yeah, it's still against the US dollar, so it's going to be tied to the US dollar, but oil has its own use case past just being a method of transaction. So that's why it's aligned, but it's not really like closely aligned. Yeah, this retaps in entry, so you might have even been out at break even right now. I don't know. I wouldn't even say that's a bad thing. I wouldn't be that confident in telling you, man, to short this right now. Just because I haven't really been looking at it all morning. It's just something I've pulled up. My main move this morning was this GU short. And we was like about 0.5, not even that, it was 0.3 pips off this order block. And we would have been up, what was it, 3.4? Actually, it was actually 3.65 RR. I remember it because it was the same amount of days there are in a year. Spam GU sells. Any minute USD MXN buyers. Are you joking? Are you actually joking? Man's trading. I'm assuming that's Mexico, right? I feel like you guys are saying this just to annoy me. Why does it look good as well? For fuck's sake. You're so annoying. You know that, Elliot? You're so annoying, bro. Because why does it actually look insanely nice to short? For fuck's sake. But what we can notice, though, chat, is a lot of pairs are having reversals compared to what their previous momentum was. A lot of pairs are looking for reversals right now. You can see, though, we've got a lot of things to manipulate. You can see all of these lows here. To be fair, these have already been swept. Let's go on the 5 minute is what we need the inversion to be like. And let's get the indicator back on so we can see the Asia session. This is obviously the hourly, so it's only an hourly sweep, but it's still nice. Obviously, Asia high swept as well. 15 min inversion. You got two inversion. You got one here, and you got one here. I'd go with a premium one, just because you're aiming for a 1 hour CRT, so you really want a slightly premium fair value gap, just so that's enough RR. If you shorted off there, it probably was not enough RR for there. So even if you get rid of that, is that 180 pips? Oh yeah. So this is like JPY basically, because the currency is just so ridiculous. Gold longs to all-time highs. Look at gold. At 8, let's have a look at gold again. All right, gold. Yeah, gold's already made that next all-time high. To be fair, Yeah, again, so same thing we're looking for on gold. We know we're in a bullish market. We want price to retrace down to our daily order block and then push up to our external high. In order for reversals, we'll need to reject this daily order block, re-tap on it, and then sell to our external low, which is unlikely. Every single time we've said buys, and obviously every single time it's come through. As I said, buys there, there, and there. Every single one of these levels were caught on live. You can check the date that was tapped in, go back on YouTube, watch the whole stream, and see me talk about it. It's so simple. But yeah, man, just know about what phase you're in. It's also ideal, right, chat? You don't really want to get in right now for longs. You want to get in longs here. You don't want to get in longs here or here. Does that make sense? So we got, bear in mind, we just got the leg and the retracement, right? Leg and retracement. So you don't want to get in. What I'm saying is you don't want to get in here, right? Because you've only got a small bit of price to aim for. And not only that, not only have you got a small bit of price to aim for, you don't really have a target high. Especially with gold, we're at its all-time high. So if we're long in there, we don't know what we're actually aiming for. Because we're already at its all-time high. This is the highest that gold's already ever been. So you've not really got anything to aim for. You just got to guess. So you don't want a long there. When you do want a long, you want a long here. You want a long here. When we're at the end of our retracement to our internal, and then we actually get the next move to our external. So again, and when we have that move to our external, and we're in that move up, again, you don't want to be long in here. You don't want to be getting in here. Why? Because we're already at the all-time high. What are we going to aim for? We've already taken our external high. We've already had internal to external. What are you aiming for here? You're guessing, and we don't guess. So at this point, you just wait, be patient. Let all these people buy. Let them all get stopped out, and then price is going to retrace, and then again, it's going to tap you in to your nice discount again. Keyword discount. If we draw on this, remember, you want to be selling at the discount. So let me get. Okay, now this is 8. Oh, I did not mean to say that. Yeah, so you want to be selling at a premium, buying at a discount. Again, for here, you want to be buying at a discount. So you don't want to be buying up here. That's a premium. You want to wait till we're in the discount and then bomb. Then you get in your buy. And then again, you get that next move up to the high. So that's basically how you want to approach gold. Which is why I'd sort of hold off for gold for buys right now and wait till we have a bit of a retracement till we're here, and then you've got something to actually aim for. Because again, here, where are you aiming for on buys? Wow, well that was an Irish accent. Where are you aiming for? Where are you aiming for on gold? Part of gold, the end of the rainbow. Currently in a long on the 5-minute demand zone, aiming for all-time highs. Fair play. I mean, all-time highs is literally about 2 seconds away. Yeah, nice little scalp. That is very much a scalp. So not really exactly how we trade, but yeah, still a nice move, bro. Still a nice little catch, a nice little. I'm assuming your stop loss is below the low, also below the daily to open, and then your target's there. Slightly lower RR. I wouldn't take this because of the RR, so I'm assuming you might have even had your stop loss there. I'm assuming that's your entry. Let me know if it's a bit different to that, and I'll mark it on. I personally long gold once we hit the hour 4 fair value gap. Yeah, we did say that, but the thing is with a fair value gap is there's not really any clean fair value gaps on the 4 hour. We've got this tiny one here, but when we go to the daily, we can see what's really happening. We've got an order block here, distribution. So if we have another candle like this, then we'll actually have a fair value gap. So then I'll be looking for the fair value gap. Oh. Then I'll be looking for the fair value gap, right? Because we'll have this to come into and then bomb. We've got a clear level. But until then, you can see right now, it's just an order block. All right, you can see. We don't have that yet. So all we've got is the order block. There's not really a clear fair value gap just yet. And if you go into the 4 hour, we can tell that because we'll be really reaching for these. You can see, look at the difference between all of these tiny gaps and this one here. Clear, massive gap in the discount. This one here, clear, massive gap. This one here on the daily, clear, massive gap. I know I've whitened them all out a bit just to clean my chart, but you can see clear, massive gap. Even here again, clear, massive gap tapped in, ran. So yeah, there's probably even lower down if we go even lower. Yeah, you can see even this one here. Clear, massive gap. Right, so gold's not going to be tricky. Gold's not actually quite nice. Gold does treat you pretty well. So it should give you a pretty obvious fair value gap. It's quite a tight stop loss, but it's a 1 to 3.5. Damn. I mean, your TP can't be anywhere but there. Your entry can't be anywhere but there. So your stop loss must be on this low. Yeah, or on this candle low. I'm assuming it's on the bottom of this body, which is the exact bottom of the order block. So wait, so your order block's there and your stop loss is bang on the low. Fair play. I mean, it's a lovely trade. I ain't going to say it's not. GU. Bro, GU tapped. Nice. EU, GU sells. Oh, sorry, chat. I didn't see. Spam sells GU like never before. Everyone's saying you live on YouTube. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now, chat. I'm live on YouTube. Just while I'm reading my chat on my phone. Yeah, we got full, my YouTube and Discord's on the screen, boys, so you can get in there if you want. Everyone repost a live. If you can repost a live, then I probably won't do anything, because there's not really anything I can do. But, I don't know, I'll be thankful, which, if you're a nice person, that is actually enough. So, we'll see who's a nice person in this live, won't we? GJ made me very happy. Guy, who else was holding from last week? Lovely. What was you in, Ace? Ace Boogie with the hoodie. Yeah, we're waiting for something to actually happen along here, though. We're in this fair value gap. Obviously, it'd be a bit nicer if we actually came into the order block. And we're looking for a swing low. So what we want... Pardon me. Right, let's mark out the highs and lows. Now, a lot of people would do this wrong. Follow it along with me. In your mind, mark out the highs and lows. And if you get it wrong, just know you're ahead of yourself, because you don't even properly know how to read order flow and market structure. So follow it along. Try and mark out the last two highs and lows. Alright, let's see who gets it. We got low, high, low, high. And then this is the current low. So basically, we've got that one there. I did the wrong thing. So really, we want that to happen. Let me move this. Looks like I am the one that can't read price action properly. So that's what we're seeing. So we obviously want this to break the high and then to have a change of character. Or just to fail to make a low. I mean a high. Some people would even say this is a high and a low, but there's no way of really telling. High or low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So the current range we're in my opinion, is here to here. And what we really want, we either want, obviously, price to have a change of character, or price to break the high, and then have a change of character of this low. And then we'll be looking to get in. I need to grab a tissue. Brother, I swear there must be dust here that I'm allergic to or something. Because I never need to blow my nose. Or maybe it's just because I talk bears. I don't know. 2 secs though, chat. 2 secs. 2 secs. 2 secs. You think you're getting away? Can we get some more details on the event? Yeah, bro, we'll drop some details this week. And we'll also drop a link for you to reserve your spot. So don't worry, bro, it'll all become clear. It's going to be in London or near. It's either going to be in London or Essex. So as long as you can get to London or Essex. And there's probably, if you're coming from a different area, there's probably going to be someone coming from your area, innit? So just like, don't be shy, lads. Don't be shy. Let me get rid of these dots now, because it's low-key giving me like an OCD attack. Also, what we can look for is SMT. We'll see if this was actually a new high on EU. Nope. DXY, we didn't make a new low? No. Alright, yeah, GU's literally got a mind of its own right now. So let's have a look. Are we going to break that low? Oh, we're going to break that low. We're going to have a change of character. Let's have a look. I literally have an M on the dance floor on right now. That's mad. That's mad, bro. I have all the songs in the world. Oh, I was thinking this, yeah. What's the best song ever? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. I've got mine, innit? The best song ever. Objectively as well. Like, not even in your own opinion. Like, what is the best song ever? And how I thought about it, yeah. Say you listen to every song ever. What would be the closing track? What would be the closing track after you've listened to every song ever? Everyone double tap on TikTok, boys. Let's get 2k likes in here real quick. Need EU to trace a lot higher. Yeah, EU's not really gonna though, bro. Even if we look at EG, we can see the Euro's got no choice of moving up. Even if you look at this. Compared to all the JPY pairs, none of them have actually reached the Asia low yet, I don't believe. Yeah, you can see. Retapping onto this now. Let's see what the yen basket's doing, actually. Let's revisit the yen basket. See what you're doing, lad. Just retapping into this order block again. You got no confirmation of anything bullish other than literally this one order block and this one change of character. That's literally it. You got nothing else, so... we will see how it goes. Yeah, we also want to see if GU has that change of character. If it does, then we'll be looking for an entry for a short. TB will be there. Stop loss can either be there or here, depending on where you're aiming for. It would be a lot nicer if it was up there, but then you'd obviously need to aim for something a bit better. Which, is there really anything better to aim for? Could aim for the prior day low, or not even the prior day. You could aim for Thursday low, but it might take a while to hit there. I can imagine there's probably going to be some type of inducement on this order block. They're going to try and induce buyers into the market from here. So maybe even just aim for this order block if you want to have a slightly bigger stop loss. Obviously, your entry's not going to be there either. Your entry's going to be like here or something. We can see, yeah, so price has, that's a failure to make a higher high. We can see there. And that's a change of character. And you can see the imbalance there was mitigated. Let's go on the 2 min. We're low-key falling off this 1 minute really nicely. Yeah, I'd probably just go off here, to be fair. Top of this 1 minute, bottom of this 2 minute. I mean, to be fair, it's looking like it's just running off this, so we're probably just going to momentum move now. Which just means we're going to get literally just tiny little retracements like that. So there might not even be an entry. We'll see that. Hopefully we can come back in, mitigate it fully, and then drop. That's what we're going to hope for. It might be a little bit of a tall order, to be fair, for this to be inducement. Let's have a look, though. Not like anyone's going to have their stop loss there anyway, so... unless they've got their stops at a break even, that's the only way we'll get any type of liquidity from this. But we'll see. That's what we want anyway. This is what we want. So we'll see if we get it. It's a 5-1, which will be beautiful if it comes through. People entering on GU. I'm not sure, bro. No one ended up. Oh wait, yeah. This is people's best song ever. Gangnam Style. Poor shout. No one. Number 1 from N-Dubs. That is a good song. I haven't heard that in time. You don't know me. Armin van Helland is a booter. Yeah, no, I do. I do know Armand Van Halen. What's me? I know my. That's the one I always think of when I think of man like Armand. Or woman like. What is it called? Oh, you do. Oh. Oh, that's. Wow. You don't know. Yeah, that one. Yeah, this is a shout, yeah. This is just a mover. You know me. Yeah, that's annoying though, man. It's annoying though, this GU. GU's been edging us, man. We've called GU perfect all morning, but it's just not... It's not giving us the entries. I mean, to be fair, it has. It near enough give us that. Oh, this is annoying, man. This is really, really, really annoying. Really annoying. We've already dropped 5 pips from here. Hopefully we can come back up, man. Hopefully we can come back up. Please just, like, use this order block as inducement or something. Hopefully we can try and get some people to buy from here to push us up. Please. Please. You don't even... Oh! Oh, mate. It's another one missed. Crying out loud, man. Oh, my days, bro. This is so annoying. I hate when this happens. Oh, go away, GU, man. Just go away, bruv. Just straight go away, innit? Did anyone actually enter from the fair value gap? Like, bruv, who's meant to enter off this? Who do you think we are? Am I ICT, bruv, to be entering off a 1 minute fair value gap that's just printed? Like, oh, mate, it's so annoying. So frustrating. That is the worst thing. Top #1 things that can happen in trading. That is by far the worst. Nothing will come close to how annoying that feels. Missing a trade is way worse than a stop loss. Way worse than a stop loss at break even and then run into TP. Worse than anything. A trade running without you when you've called the price action perfectly. Nothing is as bad as that. Nothing at all will ever be as bad as that. Nothing in life is as frustrating as that. Like, it's literally, people don't understand. It's literally like saying, oh, this horse is going to win. The horse is like 5-1. You're like, yeah, this horse is winning. This horse is winning. This horse is winning. This horse is winning. And it wins, and then you realise, you look down at your betting sheet and you didn't even put the bet on. Hopefully we can come up. Please come up more. Just come up more. I'm trying to reverse psychology right now. $300 right now. Need to just take it, mate. You're calling it. Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I entered. Oh, fair play. Fair couple bands in there. Daytona by Chris MJ is the best. There's no song called Daytona is going to be the best song ever. French PM resigned. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. As I said, it's just momentum shifting right now. It's moving up these 1 minutes. Like, you can just tell. Just being annoying. You don't even know me. Luke, could you check the free chat, please? Let's have a look. Wait. What's going on in the free chat? Oh my days. Look what Stu had as well. Is that Béarnaise sauce? That looks banging. Oh, another HS Tiki Toki one. Nottingham attack victim Grace O'Malley Kumar honoured with George Medal for courage and protecting her friend. Aye, big up to Grace. She lived, yeah, bro. That Grace O'Malley lived literally not far at all from me, bro. That's so sad, bro. R.I.P. Grace. Proper sad that was. Didn't know her, obviously, but she literally went to school like 5 minutes down the road from me. Peak, bruv. And she defended someone, bro. Imagine that, being a woman and you're actually protecting your mate from getting done. Like, that is proper G behaviour. Rest in peace. Yeah, we're calling these 1 minute fair values pretty nicely though. Hollandaise. What did I say? I thought that's what I said. Oh no, Bernays I said, innit? That's what I meant though, Hollandaise. I don't know why. What is Bernays? Alright, yeah, HS's signal groups apparently put in a GJ sell. So let's have a look. Buy market execution. When was it? 10:04. Market execution at 10:04. He put buy. Let's have a look at HS's thing. I'm not gonna. He is on the right side of the market. So at 10:04 he said buy. Was it 10:04? I'm assuming it was a bit earlier. He sent it in. Alright, if you send it to, I'm assuming he sent it bang on 10 then. If you send it at 10:04, entry 201.98. Okay, so 201. Yeah, so it is basically there. Yeah. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say it actually was there. Cool. SL 200.60. Okay, geez, this is one of them. Fucking hell. Bro, who wants to be in a trade for the next 3 years? Like, really, bruv? TP is 202.8. Oh, it was sent, that GJ trade blight was sent at 10:03. Fucking hell. I mean, really? Like, he actually has a trader that sends in these trades. He's always sitting with him at his little, or what are they called? Fucking Nobu. To be fair, he's not going to do the signal group for much longer. I'm sure he's got a gambling contract coming in. I've got inside knowledge that he's got a gambling contract that's about to come through from, I won't say who. So he's probably going to start longing this group off anyway. I was thinking if your calf weren't in Milton Keynes, obviously it's a massive if, but like it would have been 30 to go. We all link up at your calf beforehand and then make our way to London. That would have been 30, but it's just geographically don't really work out. I was thinking, Stu, what would be a 30 thing for a calf? Yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Imagine you had all the, like, who would do this, yeah? If you had all the food, obviously all normal menu, but you can go butcher's quality for an extra, like, £5 per meal. So you can get a bacon sarnie, but you can go butcher's quality, and then you get a butcher's quality sausages for extra £5, or same with bacon sarnie, or same with anything, really. Do you know what I mean? Or, like, butcher's quality eggs, so you get proper good eggs, and do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people would pay for that. And it's just a nice little price bump. Like if I went to the thing and I saw sausage roll £6 or butcher's quality sausage roll £10, I'm getting a butcher's one every day of the week. When the details of the link up being confirmed this week, bro. This week, bro, we're gonna do a wait list as well, just so you man can sign your name up to say you're rolling. I hope it comes down as I put a short on it. Yeah, this is HS's trade. This ain't mine. I would never enter a trade with this low RR. Let's just mark it on just so you man know. The type of levels he's sending, by the way, is just terrible. Like, how are these moving? The Jer 40 position's moving creamy, boys. You don't even know. Alright, lovely. This Jer 30 is coming towards this imbalance now as well. So let's see how we do. See how we do on this. GU as well. Right back up to that entry. Hopefully this is actually a bigger retracement to come up. I mean, I'm not in this, so I'd much prefer it to actually retrace properly, and then you might actually be able to get in. But personally, I think we're just going to quickly just continue down. Hope not, but yeah. In these markets, it looks like price is quite urgent to get down. I mean, it's a pretty decent retracement that, but it hasn't actually broken the range. It's still trading within this. I've entered your GJ. Is that not your GJ trade? No, that's not my GJ trade, bro. That's not mine. It's not mine at all. That's a bad trade. You don't want to get in that, bro. You don't want to get in that at all. This GJ trade has got negative RR. You do not want to be getting in this. This has got negative RR. So you can see this. Look, risk to reward ratio, 0.59. So if you risked £100, you'd only earn £50. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible trade. Honestly, woeful trade. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Different. Look at ours. Ours is 6.44 RR. So if you put £100 on it, you'd get £640 back. Don't claim that, GJ. Yeah, no. Someone sent it. Someone said check Discord. Look, I'll show you. Someone sent it here. Wait. Yeah, you can see. Just for Lou to see HS Tiki Toki's signal. Yeah, you can't really see that on TikTok. Apologies. But yeah, no, that ain't my dead GJ trade. This is my Jer 30 though. No way, bro. Yeah, that is honestly. How is he actually sending people those trades? Like, the way people actually join his group is like, come on, man. Learn a little bit about, like, look at this, embarrassing. I can't delete the HS trade because I need people to know I'm not a terrible trader. Like, bruv, he's literally like, oh, jeez. Jeez Louise, guys. Jeez Louise. Entered GJ trade with 10% risk. Got my mortgage down. Down the mortgage ATM. Oh yeah, if anyone got in that, you need to give your head a wobble. If anyone's in HS's trade group, you need to give your head a wobble. Bruv. Do you ever see this guy trading? And I know you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, but he has traders himself. He has traders. You know Kendo left the Discord the other day. Wait, what? No, he didn't. He didn't. Surely not. What, Kendo left the Discord, bruv? No, surely not. Did he? Why did he leave the Discord, bruv? Oh, bruv, did Omar fucking come at him, bro? What did he say? Bruv, you man are actually jarring, bruv. Bro, what's the need? Bro, what was he even saying, bruv? Like, why did you get... Yeah, he changed his name. All my days, bruv. Like, you, man, that was like my best mod. Will you... Bruv, some of you, man, need to allow it. Like, come on, man. How are you bullying people out of it? No, he changed his name. Oh. What's his name then? Mr. Wick. There's 2 Mr. Wicks now. Oh, yeah. No, he is in the Discord still. No, he's just changed his name. He said something on the Friday pre-London, but out of order to say I'll send you a screenshot now. Can you respond to my DM, bro? I sent the money. Oh my days, bro. You've been scammed. Oh, mate, you've been scammed, and oh my god, bro. Why do people keep falling for this? Oh my god. You've been scammed, mate. What's your Discord? I will never ask you. I will never DM you first, and I will never ask for money in crypto. I will never ask for money in crypto. I say it every single live. I will never DM you first. I will never ask you for money in crypto. Never ever will I do that. Ever, under any circumstances. Oh, mate, I say it every time, bro. How's this guy actually making bread out of my community, bruv? What's your Discord name? NG God, whatever your name is, bro. He's just changed his name to say mine. Come on, man. Oh my god, bro. How many people do you think it will come to eventually? The event. Wait, do you mean the event or? Wait, yeah. What's your Discord end, God? Hopefully it was just signals or something, but. Oh my! How do people keep falling for it, man? You know this guy's earned about $5,000 this week off. Oh, no way, bruv. No way. Send me, DM me now, innit? DM me now. Look, this is me. I will never DM you first and I'll never give money in crypto. Ever, ever, ever. Oh my god, TikTok. I mean, Discord need to sort this, though. They need to sort stuff like this out. Message me. Click on my name and message me. Click on my name and message me, yo. I'll wait for your DM to come through. Let me know when you've messaged me. Oh, mate, that's so annoying, bro. Is this geezer on YouTube? I tried finding the other day and this prat turns up. Wait, what? I am on YouTube, yeah. I'm on YouTube right now, Paul, but bro. Oh my days. It was joking. Fucking hell. Get baited. Did you really make a new account for that as well? Fuck's sake. Don't know what that wood emote is for. Oh, is that the Wood Army? Is this one of HS Tiki Toki's fucking traders? Jesus Christ. That did convince me, though. Especially, mate, it worked perfectly the way I searched it up and there was a fake of me in there. Look, though, this is what the people do, though, bruv. Let me get rid of this guy. Like, bro, get a job. Seriously, get a job, innit? People out there doing that. Hashtag Wood Army. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Wood Army. Fucking hell. Lou, how can you change Joe 30 lot size and ACG is a different price point than Philip Nova? How can I work around that? It's ACG's not, for me, it's not actually that different on Joe 30. Do people actually fall for these? Some people do, bro. It's normally older people, though. How's that? How's the Wood Army trade going for you, mate? Look at that. Bro, the geezer just needs to elder crypto off, bruv. I mean, elder trading off. Just get your stake deal and bake off, bro. It's not worth all this. It's not worth it. By the way, for the geezer that said Wood Army, you know HS and his mates get into like a over dinner, like laugh at you. I know he's just rage baiting, but like, holy alright, trust me. Just find data feed that is the same as ACG. Philip Nova is bare similar. I traded it the other day. Why would you even send that? Yeah, trust me, John. It's embarrassing, innit? Embarrassing. He just needs to get that gambling deal and bake off, bruv. Like, there's no point stressing. Like, trading's so stressful, bruv. You're an entertainer. Like, why are you even... He just doesn't care about grifting people, innit? Which... it's a bit mad. I quite like him. I think he's bare funny. But it's just like... It's not worth the grift, really, is it? He can't be earning that much money off his trading anymore, surely, like... I met HS in Marbs, he signed me up. Probably I don't know if I can say that on TikTok, but probably the bentest sentence I've ever seen. I met HS in Marbs, and he didn't actually touch me. No, you was probably one of them dons that meet him and he's like, bro, I'm in your trading group, bro. Yo, G, I'm in your trading group. You're say HS, bro. We should be pals, innit? We should be pals, HS, bro. Come on. Hey, yes, big up, G. I'm in your trading group, innit? Do you rate me now? Do you rate me, bro? Do you rate me, bro? No, he is jokes, though. HS. He'll probably be getting a deal from the same people as all them, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what he is getting. He is getting one of them. He's got one of them, basically due. Like, it's done. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, man. He probably may as well close his trading group after that. And he'll make a reason. He'll be like, you know what? I'm going to make it free for everyone from that. Like, he just needs to get his kick deal, bro. Once you get that gambling deal, bro, your life is done, innit? You don't need to do nothing past that apart from just grift. The problem is with that, though, chat, is nothing is as good as it's like nothing can be good, like too good, basically. Yeah, this is about to hit break even. Nothing can be too good, and these streaming gambling deals are too good. Like, you can earn, there's no other way you can earn millions without putting in any work. Like, all you gotta do is get on stream, spin a few things and earn millions and millions and millions of pounds. Like, it definitely wasn't you, but it was under the same name. I'm old Lou. No, to be fair, bro, there's someone who goes live for me in New York session, bro. So I go live for London session, and then Mace goes live for New York session on our YouTube. What's the new Royale season saying? I haven't seen it yet, bro. I'll jump on in a sec. My mate's good mates with him. He's always in some sort of shit or trouble. I don't think he cares at all. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Once that gambling deal comes through, it's calm. But yeah, that's what I mean, though, bro. Like, once you get that deal, it's like you're earning millions from doing anything, and that just doesn't sit right with me. Nothing. If it's too good to be true, it is, bro. So there's only one thing: is that God must not be happy with you, innit? Anything that's too good to be true is. Like, and that is just. Do you think like the difference with Aiden Ross is Jewish, so that's actually allowed. He's allowed to promote stuff like that to non-Jewish people. HS, I would have thought, is Christian. Shouldn't really be promoting gambling or he might be Muslim, I don't know. If he's Muslim, he definitely shouldn't be promoting gambling. Either way, innit, big up to him for getting his bag, but bruv, shit like that I always just think is too fishy, bro. Like, it's millions for zero work. Like, there's always a downside to everything. So every way of making money, there's a downside. Even being a football player, the downside to that is you got to retire when you're 35. There's a downside to everything. McGarry is pretty safe. IRL, his online personality is perfect for getting bites. Yeah, no, they're all good. They're all like funny people, bruv. They're all funny people. I think it's just a bit like what they do for money is a bit much, innit? They're all jokes though. I don't dislike any of them. People, yeah, they're like people's like, oh, McGarry's so unhated. It's just rage bait. Like they're literally rage baiting to get views. Like I don't know how you can actually fall for some of the stuff they say. But yeah, I don't know about that McGarry. I didn't know he actually done videos and shit. I just know HS and Ed Matty. I like them both, and I find them both funny. But yeah, the gambling thing, bit crazy, innit? Would I turn it down? Probably not. Almost definitely not. But at the same time, don't know, man. Don't know. It just wouldn't sit right with me, bruv. Imagine going into like church or something. Someone's like, "How'd you make all your money?" I'll promote gambling to children who watch me. It's a bit crazy, innit? It's a bit mad. One of them steak deals was like 700k for 30 days. Yeah, bro, they're like meals. Like that's the only reason how you see Aiden Ross so rich, XQC so rich, Trainwreck so rich. It's the biggest money glitch ever, bro. Steak is the biggest money glitch ever. But that's what I'm saying. Steak is the one thing right now that's too good to be true. There's going to be some type of... I don't know what's going to happen in it, but there will be something. But yeah, big up to the geezer invented steak though. So, literally, bro, he owns the best business in the world, in my opinion. If I could own any business in the world, it would be steak. It's so easy. It's so easy. They went out. When they went Miami, I heard it offered Eubank Jr. out for a fight after. He offered Eubank Jr. for a fight after a night out. Aiden's moved to Rainbet now. Oh, swear. But doesn't Eddie own Kick though? Because isn't he on Twitch as well? Does he like quit the Kick thing then? Sorry, ads, hang on. Do you have 40 longs? No, I'm looking at shorts, bro. I'm still be looking at the trading price in the same direction. Right about now. Yeah, definitely not longs. I'd be looking to short if we come a bit higher. Like maybe if we come back up to this Fair Value gap here. But in terms of longs overall, not for me. Yeah, he's still on Kick, just moved on. Oh, fair play. They must be paying him so much. How does Eddie allow that, though? Best business is Amazon. They pay zero tax and it's pretty much... Oh, yo, I just got restricted on TikTok. So, boys, TikTok, if you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to jump off TikTok right now. I'm going to jump on YouTube, innit? Well, I'm on YouTube now still. So, everyone go over to my YouTube channel. Go watch on YouTube, innit? Because I've got to jump off TikTok before I get banned. So, appreciate all you watching on TikTok. Big up, everyone. Appreciate all the support, all the likes, comments, shares, and follows. But yeah, watch on YouTube now, boys, before I get taken off. So, I'll see you, man, on YouTube. Screenshot so you got my YouTube and Discord. Catch you in a bit, boys. Sweet. Yeah, the thing is about Amazon, that's pretty hard to run. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying about steak is it's just a casino. It just makes money. All you got to do is put it in people's eyes. Do you not see you'll see I don't know, like a Swansea player score a goal, and in the bottom right it's a steak it's a steak thing. All you've got to do is let people see the logo. If people see the logo, they're going to go to your site and they're going to lose money on your site. And it's crypto. I've put money on steak before. I don't withdraw it. It's crypto, bruv. You put like £1,000 in there on crypto, you're never going to take that out, are you? It's literally the easiest business to run, in my opinion. That Skywalker PFP gets me every time. Wait, what one is it? Oh, wait, 2-6. Alright, 2-6, boys. Alright, nice. We actually might be coming up for a good entry now. Cool. We got the retracement we wanted. Let's go back on the 5 min. This is actually an enterable position now. Where was the original? It was that 2 minute here. Well, that was the other entry, a bit higher up. I'm not getting in this chat because it's outside of my trading times, but I just want to still see it trade to the downside. Might just be part of a bigger retracement, we don't know. The pair's not in the bottom corner. Oh. Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off in a minute though, boys, to be fair. We are outside of the kill zone. GU's sort of pissing about on this level here. Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off now though, boys. Anyone in? It could possibly be LG. Sorry, I know you had probably said it 100 times, but where would you have entered? But where would you have entered for a GU buy this morning? I wouldn't have gotten a GU buy this morning, bro. GU, I would have. This was the sell that we was looking at here, so it was. Okay, the thing's gone again. So yeah, we had the Asia high was swept there into the fair value gap. We had a change of character with momentum, so we wanted to short off this breaker block. Stop loss on the high, down to the Asia low. So that was the position there. But yeah, just about missed us. So that was basically that. That 2 minute imbalance actually been tapped into now, reacting lovely. If you did have an entry there, that is lovely. But yeah, I'm probably going to jump off soon now, boys, anyway. Mr. Beast went from 200 to 30 mil subs to 443 mil. Fucking hell, yeah, he doubles basically every year. So that means next year, when's he going to hit 1 billion then? So like at least maybe 1-2 years he's going to hit 1 billion. That's crazy. But yeah, boys, I'm going to jump off now anyway. Appreciate you, man, tuning in. If you want any questions, any help with anything I've analysed that you still want a bit of clarity on, just send me a DM on Discord, boys. Go to the Discord here. See me in the free chat and just message me here, whereas my name is Louis. Just click on my name, send me a message. Obviously, or if you can't find me, go on co-founder and message me. This is me, or message Mace. Either way, just message one of us. And I'll sort out everything you can. Or message Stu if you want as well. Or to be fair, you can message Mood. But it's probably easier to message me or Stu or Mace. But obviously, if it's about something I've spoke about on live, just easier to message me, innit? But yeah, boys, appreciate you, man, tuning in today. Pretty good live. Pretty good analysis, to be fair, considering how annoying the market was. Today was a bit of a refresher. I mean, it's the first fresh week of the month. The first full fresh week of the month. And yeah, Monday, of course. And we had a lot of movement for the JPY and for the dollar. So it was really nice just to get a clear direction, a clear bias. But now we know that. And we know how to approach the market moving forward. We've got a clear direction. EU and GU will be selling. Anything against the JPY we will be buying. And yeah, man, just decent live today. Decent live. This one's running pretty nicely as well. If you got on in that 2 minute imbalance, then yeah, that was a really, really nice entry. But even if not, still nice. I didn't get in anything this morning, but would have got in this one if it would have tapped. Didn't quite tap, so it is what it is. But big up everyone tuning in. Appreciate the support. If you're not already in the Discord, boys, getting the Discord link is in the description. I message you, yeah, mate. this guy, crypto. Yeah, yeah, we don't take crypto. Yeah, this is a message, by the way, chat. I will never ask you for money in crypto. If someone's messaging you under my name, asking you for money in crypto, then it's not me. Yeah. Yeah, no, Stu, he's already been in this before. If you scroll up, he said this before, and I crashed out. I was like, bruv, how are you so stupid to get scammed? And then he was like, oh no, it was a rage bait. He's just trying to rage bait me again. But yeah, why are you actually doing this, bro? It actually is low-key just annoying. Anyway. Yeah, I'll never ask you for money in crypto, boys. So if anyone is doing that, it is not me. Only message me through myself here. My business is a registered company. So yeah, all of our transactions go through Stripe, and they're all tracked, and they're all traced, and they're all through either PayPal or through your actual bank account. So yeah. Yeah, ND, I don't know why Kwame feels the need to make so many fake accounts and just be annoying, but yeah, is what it is. Anyway, boys, appreciate you tuning into the live, and I'll catch you in the next stream, boys. Macy's going to be live at 1 PM. I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be responding to all my DMs right now. I've got loads to respond to. I think people trying to get into the mentorship and signals for the fresh week, so I'll see you in there, boys. Is that like crypto? Anyway, big up to everyone, and I'll catch you in the next live, boys. Sweet.